Hello everybody, Myathe here today. I just wanted to show you a couple of things that have to do with engineering, since Myathe is an engineer. And the first thing I wanted to show you was the Goblin Glider. And I'm just gonna go ahead and jump off this really high cliff here. And there you go, Goblin Glider. The buff lasts for about 2 minutes, so you can pretty much jump off of anywhere and glide for, as long as you like. Looks pretty neat. Let's get a good look at it here. And I'm still gliding. It looks like that, and that's what the Goblin Glider looks like. I just jumped off a really tall place too, so I don't know where you could end up if you jump off from some pretty high places. I once jumped off the what is that tall place in Storm Peaks, where I think Thorim is sitting up there, and I jumped off there once and landed somewhere pretty close to Grizzly Hills. So you can jump from somewhere pretty high and go somewhere pretty far away. I am still going, by the way. This lasts for 2 minutes. We've got another 40 seconds left of this. So, and you can't force it to go straight down. It's gliding. It's like gliding in a straight line. So as soon as that buff goes away, and the cooldown is a little bit longer than the actual thing. Yeah. 3-minute cooldown, falling speed for 2 minutes. So if you have a way to fall for another minute while you're doing this, like as soon as that goes away, I'm gonna hit slow fall. But that's pretty far to fall with this one thing. So now we're gonna start falling. Unless we're lagging. I don't know. It might be lagging. I better hit. I don't know. That's weird. It hasn't. I'm hitting slow fall just in case, but look at that. We're still falling. It hasn't gone away, so I don't know. Maybe it just goes until you land. Oh, there you go. Make sure I'm not lagging. Nope, not lagging. So that lasts until you actually hit the ground. I guess 2 minutes is just like, I don't know, maybe it's just a window of opportunity. But we went from the highest place in the Valley of the Four Winds to right over here in the Valley of the Four Winds. One of the more cooler things with the engineering that they have added into the game is this. This is the most cool thing that they've added, is the Thermal Anvil. Now, what you can do, you throw down an anvil, and you can do smelting, you can do crafting, you can do anything with it that you can normally do with an anvil and a forge, because it acts as an anvil and a forge. So, let's see, I have materials. You can make one of these. G91 Land Shark, which is one of the newer explosive type things they've added. But yeah, you can basically use this thing anywhere. It lasts for 5 minutes, has a 5-minute cooldown, so that means as soon as you use it, you can use it again. Of course, the only limitation on the Thermal Anvil is that it has charges. They have 20 charges, and once you use them all up, you have to get another one. But these things are not that difficult to make in engineering. They let's see. They take 6 ghost iron bars and 6 ghost iron bolts, so they're not that hard to remake, especially if you have a lot of gold. Yeah, especially if you have a lot of gold, but especially if you have a lot of ghost iron bars and ore, which you will find a lot more of if find a lot more of it if you use these, which are the mist-piercing goggles. Now, this is what they look like, right here. I haven't made any yet because it is really not a good idea to use up my Spirit of Harmony at the moment, because it's really difficult to find them. So I'm waiting on how to find out how to get more of the Spirits of Harmony. Let me show you this real quick. That is a golden civet, and this is a G91 land shark. Let me get back a little here. It is just your, average run-of-the-mill explosive. Anyway, that's all I've got to show you right now. There's a lot more engineering patterns that they have added into the game. This is actually something that you'll probably need to make a lot of the tinkers, like the Goblin Glider that I probably already showed you, and the Goblin Flamethrower. This is kind of neat. You can use it while casting. There's a Ghost Iron Dragonling, which is a trinket, and let's see, I should have one right here. And it has 3 cogwheel sockets, which for a trinket to have that in it, especially an engineering trinket, is pretty OP, because these things are, it doesn't have any restrictions upon any of that. And it also, you summon a Dragonling, which those are always really nice trinkets to have. Yeah. Another thing that I want to try to get to make is the wormhole generator for Pandaria. I know that the wormhole generator for Northrend had a little trick in it where occasionally you'd get to go underneath Dalaran and you'd be able to talk to somebody who had a bunch of these things, actually. So I'm kind of wondering, what is the big secret portal for Pandaria? There has to be something, because they always add things into engineering like that. A lot of backfiring and that sort of thing. See? Thermal Anvil is still there. Get a couple gun, another gun. Those pretty interesting looking guns here. This one has a little laser scope on it. That one is another big gun. Big sword attached to it, looks like. You get some scopes. Lord Blastington's Scope of Doom and Mirror Scope. And there's parts and stuff like that that are part of this expansion. Let's see. There's some fireworks. Grand Celebration fireworks. Pandaria fireworks. I'll actually make one of these right now. I'm going to show you these. I don't have my settings turned up all the way, so... But those things are pretty. Those are really pretty fireworks. Yeah, Thermal Anvil, Land Shark. Oh, Gunpowder is one of the things, and that's made from Ghost Iron, and Ghost Iron bolts are also made from Ghost Iron. So there's a lot of new engineering patterns and everything to check out in Pandaria. So, yeah. I'm also a miner, so there's a lot of new, there's Ghost Iron and Trillium, and there's this other mineral, I guess you could call it Kyberite. Hope I'm saying that right. And I walked around in the Dread Wastes, and I saw a bunch of brewers that were taking the sap from the giant trees that are in the Dread Wastes, or in that part of, on the other side of the wall. And they said that the Kyberite is actually a sap. It's like a sap that comes from the tree. So, yeah. So that's basically what it is. It's kind of like an amber that came off the trees. And you can apparently, from whatever, the jewel crafters can prospect it. So that's, and it stacks to like 200, which is kind of weird. It's the first ore that I've ever seen that stacks that high. Most of the stacks of ore are like 20. So those are a couple of the interesting things, and you need the kyperite to make the rocket, which is actually don't have to make it because they give it to you. It's one of the things that they just give to everybody on the beta. Let me see if I can find it here. It's okay. No, I can't find it. So, and there's also this, and they give everybody this, but you can't write it without Cloud Serpent writing. So it's like, you try to write this, you can't use that here. Nope. You actually have to earn that through the people that raise the Cloud Serpents over in the Jade Forest. I do have a gray riding yak. Let's see here. No, gray riding yak. As far as mounts are concerned, but I didn't want to get into mounts, I just wanted to do engineering today, and maybe we'll do some things about cooking, we'll go over the cooking system, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's all for engineering today. I'll get around to some more engineering things in a little bit.